What up? What's up, Sam? You're looking at the current reigning panfish champion. I won 44-22. I told him he was in for a spanking and he didn't want to believe it. That's right, Saw Dog, the king, baby. The only thing that would have made it better is if my son was beside me talking shit the entire time. It's the only thing that would have made it better. Thank you. That current is ripping down through here right now. I mean, ripping. Oh, that sucks. I hate that. So I'll be doing tomorrow's meeting. What's up, Bob? What's up, Fishing with Ferg? Appreciate you, brother. I think I'm already subbed to you, Ferg. But comment on one of my shorts and let me make sure. I'm pretty sure I'm already subbed to you. What's up, Wartime? That sucks. I'm sad. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I got two of them. This one and Big Jamie Outdoors. I just got my ability to go live on this one back yesterday. So, kind of still pumped about that. We'll see if Fabian's live. Sawyer. So that's code for Sawyer's going to go talk shit to Fabian. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, comment on one of my shorts and make sure. I'm almost positive I'm sub to you on the other channel. But Ian's good. Sawyer's good. Took him to the doctor today for his foot, and everything's good. We don't have to. You don't have to go back. So they removed all of the warts, so it didn't come back. Saw Dog's in the chat. What's up? Just a fish. So the dual eyes with Fabians are going to be on this channel from now on. The only reason why I did it on the other channel today was we'd already had it set up before I knew I could go live again. So from here on out, the dual lives will be on this channel here. Man, come on now. I didn't get disqualified. He's full of shit. I am the current reigning champion of the Fabian Big Jamie fishing tournaments. Hand fishing tournaments. 44-22. Both teams left the field, quit fishing. So that means the competition was over. And then I went and got the cast net to show him how many thread fins was there. And he started whining and said, "Oh, he used the cast net." He used the cast net. He's disqualified. The last time I checked, when both teams leave the field, the game's over. What's up, Bengal Mama? Yeah, I won. Again, with double digits. Not just 2 fish, double digits. Again. He talked an awful lot of smack for somebody who only won by 2 fish. It should be posted on my page soon. It'll be on the Big Jamie Outdoors channel. I don't know if it's uploaded or not. I haven't been near Wi-Fi for a while, so it probably isn't on there yet. But yeah, it'll be on Big Jamie Outdoors. I caught the first fish and I caught the last fish. And I caught the most fish. By a long shot, by double his. I almost tripled his the first one I won. But he don't like to lose. Seen the first 4 moments of sleep. Yeah, I walked away from there. Like, he had it tied, I think it was like 4 to 4, and then I just started walking off and I just left him in my dust. I hope he went and got a beat box to wash the dust out of his mouth. I'm just saying. Because I smoked his ass. I said it before and I'll say it again. It's easy to catch fish that are easy to catch. The water is screaming down this river right now. I don't know how many gates they're flowing right now, but it's a lot. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks a lot. Fire sucks. Oh, okay. I left my damn. I did. I left it up at the car. I'm just saying. My alter ego. Yeah, they rock. They rock. Cindy rocks. Boston's rock. Yeah, it's pretty peaceful out here. Starting to lose light though. I'm about to run up the car and grab some lights. Watch my rods. I'll be right back. What up? What's up, Jackson? Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Sounds probably atrocious right now because of the wind, isn't it? That ought to be better. Can y'all hear me okay? Is the picture good? Cool, cool. What's up, Jeff? Said the picture's good, and all of a sudden it went reconnecting. What the hell? What's up, AJ? Right now it's 0. Earlier today was 44. Well, if you're in Wisconsin, brother, it can't be that good. It's cold as hell up there. Yeah, I caught 44 panfish today. 3 of which are on those rods right there. I got a whole bluegill on that rod, and then the other 3 rods have white bass. Minnesota, yeah, no, screw that. Minnesota. It's 50 degrees here right now with a good breeze, and it's a little chilly. Y'all can keep that weather. Screw that. I don't trust that rod holder the way it's sitting because I didn't get my rebar into the ground very far because of the rocks. So, fingers crossed nothing crazy goes down. Oof, Kenosha. Isn't that the home of the Kenosha Kickers? With, what's his name? Oh, what was his name? Damn it. The Polka King of the Midwest. You know, he sang Polka, Polka, Polka. It was John Candy off of damn Home Alone. What was his name? No, on Home Alone. His character on Home Alone. Damn it. He was the Polka King of the Midwest. The mom hitched a ride back to Chicago with him in the U-Haul. What's up, Sane? Uncle Buck was a good movie, though. Yeah, what was his name? I'll remember after I get off the line. Gus. Yeah, Gus. The Polka King of the Midwest. Gus, damn it. He's from Kenosha. Polinsky, yes. Every time I hear the word Kenosha, I think of Gus, the Polka King of the Midwest. What's up, Matthew? And just so you know, my phone's been on silent all day, so it didn't ring at all when you called me. Sucker! Yeah, Cindy does rock them. I'm sure she'll come in here and tell me that they're in the deep water and I need a bait boat. And I'm going to say, I know, but I don't have a bait boat and I can't get into deep water. But I'll get it out there as far as I can. See you, Matt. What's up, Betty? Yeah, I'm in East Tennessee. Normally when it's cold like this, they stay out deep. They don't normally come up out of the shallows when it's cold, and the water temperature is pretty low. So, but this is moving water, so they may be in here. Like it's moving pretty hard. I'm about 60 yards out anyway. Like I launched them bitches out there. Cumberland. You're in Cumberland, Tennessee? Yeah, they got big hybrid stripers in here. There's some big stripers in this river. No, I'm on the Tennessee River, bub. I'm uh I'm about 50 miles north of Chattanooga, Spring City, Tennessee area. That's the Watts Bar Dam is right there. On the other side of that is the Watts Bar Lake, and this is the Chickamauga Lake, technically here. I'm straight across the river from the nuclear facility, or as Cindy likes to call it, the nuclear facility. So that's your view. So yeah. It's not quite as warm. It's still pretty cold because the water's coming out of that dam and pushing everything downstream. They don't dump water into the river. They only pull water out. Straight out of Simpsons, yeah. Get them three-eye catfish over here. But from what I've been told, they don't dump water in the river. They just pull it out. Not yet. Not here. I went fishing earlier today and caught 44 panfish. Some decent sized panfish too. Tore them up. I don't think they release this water into the river. Um, Heck, most of the water used gets burnt off in steam. Now I know the steam plant up in Kingston dumps water in the river. Of course, they're supposed to cool it off before they do it, but I'm sure it's still warmer than the water out here. And even if they did dump water in the river, it'd be warm in that one spot, and then they'd shove everything downstream. This water's moving pretty quick right here. It's cranking down. Oh, there's a pretty good current right here. Yeah, Gus Polinski. Yeah. Every time I hear Kenosha, I think of that. The Polka King of the Midwest. I love John Candy. He was awesome. Movie for free. I know most people don't know that, but he did that for free. Because they couldn't afford, their budget was too low and they were going over budget. He didn't take any pay to do that movie. I've never fished Lake Michigan. I've been there a couple times though. That's some cold water too. Lake Michigan, Lake Superior. Been to Lake Erie. Of course I've been to Lake Erie. I'm from Ohio, but yeah, been to Lake Erie. Yeah. There's a couple of spots down south of here that has some pretty good perch fishing. The water's cold enough for them. What's for bait? White bass and a bluegill. Cut up, of course. Make it bleed. Caught them this morning, so they're pretty fresh. What's going on, Josh? What's going on, Mike? Four fishing rods? Yeah, I got four fishing rods. I actually have more than that, but the rest of them are at the house. I could be fishing with them though. I'm at just south of Watts Bar Dam on the Tennessee River. Those lights in the background there is Watts Bar Dam. Cindy's on the bridge. The Watts Bar Dam. So the lights in the background there are the Watts Bar. That's the Watts Bar Dam. I'm just south of there, probably about half a mile. Sit here for a little bit, and if I don't catch anything in the next little bit, I'm going to move on the other side of the dam where the water's not moving so hard. Do something, fish. Oh, hell, he's going. Oh. I'm going to have to pull in at least 2 of those lines. This dude's going out on a boat, and my lines are going that way. Not too bad. We're going to move spots.
No. That's what's going to happen to us again.
When you get out there where it's deep, you might. Where you going out after catfish?
No, we're flipping catch walleye.
Walleye? Heck yeah. Water's moving good, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cold down that way. I don't know.
It's cold, too.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go first thing and try that water.
Heck yeah. See if I can hurry all this stuff one time. That's how I got it. Yeah. Might have to make 2 trips. Damn. All right, y'all, still moving. See if I can do this gracefully, because too much shit to carry. We don't like fishing these places. There's too much to carry. Oh my God. Oh, all right.
Mandel says dating apps.
Let's see here. You guys probably have a better view that way. Nothing hungry there, I can tell you that. I'm headed somewhere else. I gave up on that spot, Bob. I'm gonna go over on the other side of the dam and see if I can get some where the water isn't so crazy. I hear frogs, y'all. Frogs. She down Loudon. No, if I'll be right back. No. Same problem as last place. Ain't no place to put a damn rod holder without driving through rock. So, I'll go down to one of my honey holes and try my luck down. I want to fish right there, but there ain't nowhere to get to the water. Oh, without walking 500 miles, and I ain't doing that, not tonight. So we'll just go down to Chickamauga. It's not too far. It's actually on the way home, so screw it. while, fat cat. I'm just moving spots, man. Try another spot. Well, actually, I'm going to a spot that I fish all the time. But the spot I was just at was dead, so I'm going to go back there and see if I can pull something out with some fresh bait. No, Matt, it's not quitting time. Get your ass back to work. Must be nice to be able to sit around on your phone while you're working. Suffered. What? Who's going to turn you in, right? You will die. What? What? I don't even know what he's talking about. I'm headed to another spot to try to entice one of these fish to eat. What's up, Abby? Hey, Abby, did you hear what happened today at the competition? Did you hear what happened? I beat Fabian 44-22. Whooped him. I told you I was going to win it. Fabian got lucky the last time because the temperatures was really low the last time we had a competition and the fish weren't active, but not today. Yeah, we win. That's right. We won. Yeah, it was a pretty high count. I told him it would be a high count. I knew with our water temperatures coming up here, because it's starting to get warmer here, that I knew I'd catch quite a few. And I figured he'd catch more than he did. But nah, he couldn't catch the kid. He stayed with me for a minute. Then I started walking away and left him in my dust. Well, that made it worse. Shit. You took a nap. Everybody went and took a nap. Bob went and took a nap. Matt fell back asleep. You went and took a nap. Man, we were boring this morning, weren't we? Total Recall. That's actually a good movie. I'm not a huge Schwarzenegger fan, but it's a pretty good movie. Yeah, I didn't care for Predator. I wasn't a huge fan of that. Like I don't know. I'm not a really big fan of sci-fi anyway, but Total Recall is okay. That's right. I mean, I like comedy. I like comedy and a really good action movie. Like Statham has one, The Mechanic. That was a good movie. I like The Mechanic. Yeah, comedy's my jam though. Slapstick comedy's pretty good. Like The Naked Gun, you know, those kind of movies. Hot Shots. What was the other one? Airplane. Pretty much anything with Leslie Nielsen in it. Yeah, yeah. Mel Brooks is I already said that before. He's a comic genius. That dude was hilarious. Spaceballs. They passed us by a week and a half. Another John Candy movie. Top Gun. Top Gun was pretty good. I actually liked Maverick. That was actually pretty good. Yeah, I like Mel Brooks. He's freaking hilarious. Robin Hood Men in Tights was a freaking genius movie. I love that movie. Robin Hood Men in Tights, Spaceballs, Blazing Saddles, shoot, what else? What's up, Kevin? Life Stinks. I don't think I've ever seen the movie Life Stinks. I'm in East Tennessee, man. What part of North Carolina are you in? Robin Hood Men in Tights, Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs, Edenton. I'm not familiar with that. What big city is it close to? No offense. Okay. Hour from Green. Okay. Okay, I know basically where that's at. I hope they're not fishing. I hope they got a boat. Never heard of it. I'll have to check it out though. Life stinks. You ain't wrong. Elizabeth City. I don't know where Elizabeth City's at. I know where Roll's at. I know where Greenville's at. I'm not real familiar with Elizabeth City. I guess I could have went down the ramp a little bit further. Hold up, folks. Let's back up some more. Keys are in my damn hand. That's a lot bit better. We'll get some light here in a second, guys. People who watch my channel know this spot pretty well, so. Get some lights set up. Come on, man. Shit, my bad. But we got lights, y'all. Get this Rod holder set up. We'll get the rod baited and get him in the water. I'm only going to throw 3. I'm not throwing that 4th one. Screw it. Let's see here. You are a good candidate. Bluegill. You probably can't see it because of the light, but I'm using big old chunks of bluegill. See what happens. Let's see what happens. Ouch. we wait. Now we wait. See them rods. What's going on, Zoe? Fresh bait on the hook. Caught this morning. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Ooh. Hopefully, there's a big blue in here, and he's hungry. Hopefully, that fresh cut bluegill will entice him to have a meal. Let's see here. See the rods a little bit. It'd be nice to top off the day with a giant blue. We'll see. I'll sit here for about an hour. And if I don't have anything within an hour, I'm out of here. This is, hold on, what did I miss? This is a better live. Talk about the one, then the one this morning. I caught way more fish this morning though. I feel you, man. I feel you. I'm picking up what you're laying down. I'm picking up what you're laying down, fat cat. There wasn't no music in this one though, or in that one. I know how much you love that. I'm gonna sit down though. My back's killing me. Camera's gonna get shaky here for a second. I'm gonna move it down so I can sit down and still see the chat. Just a minute. I'm gonna go grab something else. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. How was that? Oh. On the bottom? No. Right now they're pretty deep, so I'd say 40, 50 feet. But I don't have a boat, so I can't get out that deep. So I'm just gonna try it here. I think this hole here's 30 feet when it's down. Did you do any good? Yeah, they're pretty deep right now. But I'm out. We're like close to the middle of the river, so I'm in pretty deep water where I'm at. Hopefully deep enough for the big cats to eat, or even a small cat. I don't care. I'll take a 20-pounder. You do any good?
No, all I've been doing is looking for some geese.
Oh, geese.
Well, plenty of cranes.
They're all over the place right now.
Yeah, I ain't quite figured it out. They just keep coming in.
Oh, yeah.
They migrate right over my house when they come in.
Heck yeah.
They still coming in and out.
Yeah, you should be able to catch a pretty decent catfish at 70 feet. If there's big cats in there, that's where they're going to be. I wish I could find a place around here, like on this river, that slopes off like that. Like just like a straight drop. That would be cool as hell. I mean, I know where there's some deep holes. You just gotta have a boat to get to them. I think after he gets his boat out, I'm gonna reel one of these lines in, and I'm gonna cast out toward that bridge and see what happens. Because something tells me there's a catfish laying right in that hole right there. I just don't like going over the ramp when I know there's a boat out. Yeah, I stayed on this side. No, I stayed on this side because they told me the other night it's deeper. The ramp's deeper on that side than this side. That's when I stayed over here.
I don't give a shit. It matters not to me.
As long as it's got water under the trailer, right?
Yes, as long as the back end of they broke off this trail off the ramp like it was last year. I don't care.
Right.
See, like my backup lights?
Heck yeah.
Did you see them?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're dark.
I don't blame you. Yeah, you should be able to get 40 feet of water if it slopes off hard. And if you can get 40 or 50 feet of water, the water temperature's low, you should be able to get a decent catfish. Nil right now because they're in deep, deep water and you got to have a boat to get to them. It's ain't nobody getting skipjack right now. As soon as I get my hands on some, I'll send you some. I promise. There ain't even any dealers around here that has skipjack right now. Cut it, cut it, cut it. There you be visiting it all. There you go. Haven't asked all year. Yeah, you're right. You haven't asked all year. Of course, I haven't been live all year either. Yeah, as soon as I get my hands on some, I'll send you some, Fat Cat. Heck yeah. Yeah, they're deep right now.
Have you caught anything?
Not catfish wise, no.
Oh,
I caught a bunch of panfish earlier today, but that's what I'm fishing with now. I caught 44 panfish earlier today.
really?
Yeah, down at Booker T.
What is it they say in, it ain't pike, what is it?
Walleye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out why you'd see so many boats on up around the curve.
Yeah, they're going to the dam, toward the dam to catch walleye.
And I promise you, they have that crane overlook, you know, when they get on the boat. Mainly, a lot of us just see as many of the eagles.
Yeah.
I've seen as many as 14 at one time up there, up around the curve. I guess where them fish come out of that dam.
Oh yeah.
I'm not kidding you, I seen 5 in one tree. But that same morning, I seen what I know to be 14.
Heck
And
yeah.
all of them were white-headed, which means they was at least 5 years old.
Yeah.
You know, I love free. Man, give me this boat.
Really?
Yeah, and it had a little 30-horse Johnson on it that I used for years, and it finally bit the dust once I let my youngest son start using it. Anyway, I give, that's a 2013 Yamaha, a little 25. I give $800 for it the other day.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah,
You can't beat that at all.
I love free. Free is my kind of.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
But yeah, dude that lived in a gated community. He wanted to have his damn yard. I was like, "Are you sure about this?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Okay."
Hook it up to the truck and let's roll.
Yeah, they come blow the cars out on it. I took a trailer and a come along. I never missed a lick either.
Hell yeah. Have a good one, man.
You too.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get Sawyer out Saturday, but they're talking rain here too, Fat Cat. I'm probably going to get him and take him over to where I was fishing at this morning, so he can at least catch some fish. I haven't had him out since beginning in January because it was damn cold almost. The cold raining or I was sick, but I'm gonna reel one of these rods in and throw it out that way and see what happens. All right. With a 10-foot rod and 30-pound line, you should be able to sling that sucker way out there. There's striper in the area too. I read that so wrong. I read that there's also rumors that there's a stripper in the area too. Like, well, hell, you got the best of both worlds, son. Big catfish and strippers. I read that so wrong. You got catfish and strippers. You're golden. Yeah, with a 10-foot rod and you throw a 30 pound test on there, man, you should be able to sling that thing a mile. Using a bait caster. Using a bait caster or a spinning reel. That'll be a big difference how far you can throw it. But you throw you a good bait caster on that sucker, shoot. With a 10-foot rod, they ain't no stopping you. Big Mike. I was fishing with Pitbull and Big Mike, and Danny went fishing. That dude was standing on the bank, and we were under the bridge crappie fishing. And he took that 10-foot. I think his is 10 foot. They're either 10 or 12s. And man, he threw that thing almost all the way across the slough. Like, it landed out where we were fishing, and then it was probably a good 150 yards from where he was at, and it landed on the other side of where we were at. I mean, he slung that sucker out there. But he's using a bait caster though. I could get a big bait caster and put on that rod, and man, there won't be no stopping you. If you're going to use the spinning reel, I would suggest using braid, because you'll be able to throw the braid further than the mono. Those stripers, okay. Can't go wrong with PC Fun, man. All three of those reels are PC Fun, and they'll sling them a mile. ETW18 get you 18% off PCFun.com. PC Fun Chaos. What's up, Duda? Duda. Doodad. Do the damn thing. Come on, fish. Do something. Get the anniversary started. I ain't no problem, bro. I thought you already were, but it was on the other channel that you were modded up. And when you popped up gray, I'm like, what the heck? Come on, fish. That's right. No gray for the fans. That's right. Do it. The last 2 times I fished here, I had a bluegill taken, but it was a small bluegill. This time I got some big bluegill, so we'll see what happens. Hey, Josie J. How's Josie J doing today? I'm good. You know, my last fishing spot, there was 20 deer standing in the field as I was going in. I was like, the first person I thought of was you, Josie. I was like, there they are. Fabian live. Yeah, as soon as I pulled in there, I seen them deer. I was like, damn, where's Josie J? There was 20 deer standing in that field. I was like, man. Me without a permit or a rifle. Oh, fish. Do something. Fish jumping out there. That's what I'm screaming, Duda. That's what I'm screaming. Take the bait, fish. Each one of those bluegill that are on that on those hooks are about the size of my hand with the tail cut off and the fins cut off. They're big old chunks of fish. So I haven't got any tonight. so far. But I just got here. So probably about 20 minutes or so ago, half hour, something like that. Uh-huh. I'm hoping I got big enough bait for him. They say big bait equals big fish, so we'll see. We will see. The water temperatures are coming up a little bit. When I washed my hands earlier, it wasn't quite as cold as it was last night. With a couple weeks of the weather we've had for the last few days, should turn the bite on big time. Oh, mercy. So Josie J is going to give you $100 if I say it's okay. I don't know about all that. 4 subs, 2 months to get the last 10 subs. I haven't hit 400 yet on this one, but I also haven't been live on this channel either. If you put this channel and my other channel together, I've got almost 500. Fat Cat's lost his mind. I don't know, Fat. It is hard for me to give somebody else's money away, man. I'll send you $100 Monopoly money. That'll help. Jackson's good with it. I mean, if Josie J wants to send you $100, if she wants to, that's fine with me, but it's totally up to her. Sure, Sawyer put another bluegill head in his mouth for $100. That's what you do, fat cat. Get on your lives and be like, I put this fish head in my mouth. If you want to send me donations. Like, I'm not asking for money, but or it's not required that you send it, but if you want to send me money, I'll put a fish head in my mouth. Yeah. Oh, hell no. If Fat Cat really wants to send you money, Josie J, it's okay with me. What'd Jackson say? What's up, Live Outdoors? That's right. Cat just ran to the door. Send her another. What'd you send her this time? That's so messed up, dude. Yeah, Live Outdoors is notorious for sending snacks for Cindy to eat. What'd you What'd you send her this time, Live Outdoors? What's up, John Joe? That's awesome, dude. You can go ahead and delete that. Go ahead and remove that comment so nobody knows. That's awesome. Poor Cindy. You're so mean to her. What's up, Abby? She got to eat them. Oh, that's so messed up. Better than spiders, I guess. Come on, you damn fish. It's funny as hell. The Live Outdoors is notorious for sending Cindy stuff to eat on camera. Oof. I could do some squid. Calamari is where it's at, but not that. He did. It's in the jar, Jackson. That's awesome. And horrible at the same time. Calamari jerky. I've never had calamari jerky, but I like some calamari. Fried calamari with uh, banana peppers and lemon juice. That's where it's at. Come on, fish. No, they're pickled. That's disgusting. Rocky Mountain oysters for Travis. Get him some Appalachian Mountain oysters, deer balls. That's disgusting. Chinese eat them straight out. Oof. Oof. I'm sure you could buy deer balls somewhere if you looked hard enough. Some venison nuts. That's gross. Come on, fish. About time for a 2-foot twitch on one of them rods. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. He's nice to Travis, but he sends nasty stuff for Cindy to eat. If the money's right, she'll put anything in her mouth, I've heard. She ate surströmming, so it can't be that bad. Oof. That's rough. That surströmming was nasty. Not the worst thing I've ever smelled, but it was pretty nasty. Google says the fish are safe. I won't eat any fish out of this river. Well, I'll say any fish. I won't eat any bottom feeders out of here. Yeah, yeah. I do strictly catch and release here. Yeah, I wouldn't swim in this river. Ain't no damn way. Uh, well, Sawyer, you haven't seen him yet, but my son that I fish with quite a bit. A couple years ago, he was, well, it'd be 3 years ago now. He was, we were down further downriver fishing, and he was wading in the water barefoot, and had a cut on his foot. It was like 3 weeks later, he started having pain in his right foot, and couldn't walk on it. And so his mom took him to the doctor, and they found a mass on his bone, and it was all like real quick. They went in, they did tests and stuff, and they couldn't figure out what it was. So they took him into surgery pretty quick to do a biopsy to figure out what it was, and ended up it was a staph infection on his bone. It settled in his ankle. And I've never been so happy that one of my kids had a staph infection, because that's not what they were thinking it was. But yeah, we got lucky. But yeah, he got a staph infection from wading in this water. So I wouldn't get in this water for nothing. Not swimming anyway. Ain't no damn way. What's up, Greg? It's 48 degrees, Greg. Yeah, Nickajack. Well, actually, most of the boat ramps between here and top of the river, they have signs posted not to eat the fish. It doesn't say don't eat the fish. It says limit the consumption because of the heavy metals. Now there's a couple of rivers over east of where we're at that are pretty clean, and then the lakes are pretty clean around here, but I wouldn't eat anything out of this river. Too much pollution. I mean, I'd eat crappie, but it'd be very limited. And any panfish that I catch here, I use for catfish bait. What's up, Joe? Hold on. What? Oh, see this. It's got lots of legs and good climbing. Yeah, it was up. It got up to 65 here today, but it rained most of the morning, so that kind of kept the temperature low. There's a poop pipe in one river that leads to Lead Lake, and they eat the fish right next to it. No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Where are you at, John? What state you live in? Yeah, it's pretty nasty. What state do you live in, John? Oh, you're in Canada? Okay. Yeah, you guys got some pretty clean water in Canada. We have a lot of clean rivers here, but this isn't one of them. This isn't one of them at all. Yeah, not near cities. Off what Great Lake are you talking about? Lake Erie. Lake Erie's pretty nasty. But back in the 70s. Oh. 60s or 70s, it was back in the 60s or 70s. The Cuyahoga River caught on fire. Just a fish. Lake Ontario, okay. Yeah. They're, well, I don't think it's a month too soon, Greg. Here's the thing. We have messed with the calendar so much that people say, oh, well, it gets spring earlier, it gets fall early. It's because our calendar's jacked up, man. These trees, the nature knows what's going on. I don't think, well, it's not that I don't think. I know our calendar's messed up. I know our calendar's not right. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, milliseconds add up. They do, for sure. Yeah, I don't think our calendar's right. Like our calendar's so off, it ain't even funny. I mean, we have months that are 30 days long, months that are 31 days long, months that are 28 days long. The moon cycle's in 28 days. A female cycle is every 28 days. And they call the female cycle a monthly. Well, let me tell you, a month is 28 days long. I don't care what anybody says. So when you go messing with the months and supposedly, backing up time and springing up time, it ain't right. The green rocks, yeah. Our calendar's so jacked it ain't even funny. People think they're smarter than God, and that they're dead wrong. Just saying. Yeah, I've seen rocks like that, Joe or John. There's some lakes up in Ohio like that. They have the long green algae. Oh, the Muskingum River has some pretty hairy rocks too. Yeah, you're right, Fat Cat. Time is a human thing. I can't tell you how many times I've heard growing up. It got cold awful early this year, or it got hot awful early this year. No, it got cold or hot on time. Like the weather changed when it was supposed to. It's just our calendar's so jacked up that we don't even know what season we're in. Or all the plants bloomed early this year. No, they bloomed when they were supposed to. It's just our calendar's so screwed up. It ain't even funny. We should be on a 28-day calendar, 28-day months with a 13-month calendar. That's how it should be. But no, we're smarter than nature. What did I miss? Right? It just cracks me up when I hear people say, "Oh, it got cold early this year." No, it's our calendars off. Hate to tell you, but our calendar's so screwed it ain't funny. It get colder. It got cold when it was supposed to. It warms up when it's supposed to. No, you're not crazy. I mean, the world's constantly changing. They're like, oh, well, like someone said here not too long ago that, what was it? Our days will actually get longer because the Earth's going to slow down. I don't know about all that. Yeah, it's going to get warm pretty quick. Yeah, the Muskingum River in Ohio is it's pretty dirty, and there's some hairy rocks in that river. But their rocks are brown. I remember when what company was that? It was on the Muskingum. It was in Philo. They got in trouble for dumping a bunch of stuff in the river. And another one down in Belpre, Ohio, got in trouble for dumping a bunch of stuff in the river. Mystery sludge. Another river you don't swim in is the Muskingum River in Ohio. The old Tansy's nasty too. Uh, old and scrungy is what we call it. Come on, fishy. Fishy, fishy, fishy. New AI mega. Yeah, that's awesome. The data center. I've heard some really good things about those data centers. I haven't. We'll give it another few minutes and then I'm gonna call it because I'm about to go get me a bowl of ice cream and get ready for bed. I got to work in the morning. Yep, you're right. Technology's gonna kill us. It's gonna kill us all. AI is gonna take over. You watch. Call me crazy, but I think the technology is gonna ruin everything. Is Mike DeWine the freaking governor in Ohio? Thought they got rid. I thought you guys got rid of him. Yeah. Well, there we have a couple of our customers at work that like Snyder National. When our dispatchers call Snyder National and they call their call center, it's AI they're talking to, and you can't tell it's AI because they talk so much like humans now. He's out next year by default. Well, that'd be a good thing for Ohio, I can tell you that. That dude's a jackass. It's like Ted Strickland. I remember I went to school with some of Ted Strickland's nephews. Really super good family. I talked to Ted Strickland when I was right after I got out of high school. He was at the Athens County Fair and he was running for, I want to say state representative. Super good dude. I thought he'd do a good job for Ohio. I voted for him. Nope. He screwed it all up. Yeah, they're all a bunch of jackasses. But yeah, I honestly thought Ted Strickland would do a good job for Ohio when he'd become governor, but no, made it worse than what it was. And I never did have any faith in Mike DeWine. He's always been a jackass. It's like Larry Householder. Larry Householder was my mom and dad's insurance agent when I was growing up, and he ran for office. And some of the stuff he pulled while he was in office, I was like, man, you got to be kidding me, dude. I never imagined he would do stuff like that. But I went to school with Larry Householder's daughter. Great people, but horrible politician, made horrible political decisions. You would get along with my buddy Bobby just a fish. You really would. He's real into the whole state politics, like big time. Yeah, well, and see, that's the thing a lot of people don't understand. You're exactly right. The income tax was supposed to be to help pay for the war, and it was supposed to go away. And of course, politicians, they couldn't let that happen, so they just kept it going, and nobody knew any of the wiser. And the older, the longer it goes on, the more they get away with it, and just everybody's comfortable with it. But yeah, it was supposed to be temporary. It's like the Ohio Turnpike when that was written into to law to build the Ohio Turnpike. It was written that after that road was paid for by the toll money, that road was supposed to be turned back over to the citizens of Ohio, which means the toll road was supposed to go away, and it never did. Like it's insane, dude. I'm gonna tell you, our government's so screwed right now. It ain't even funny, and it doesn't matter if they're left wing or right wing. They're all a bunch of jackasses, and they all need to go away. Every single one of them. Every single one of them need to go away. Yeah, it's I've said it for years. We need to let our government, everyone in our government, know that there's enough room on the calendar for another holiday. We went to war over a tax on a breakfast beverage that wasn't even coffee. The Revolutionary War was fought over tea. And here we are paying taxes on everything. I mean, getting taxed out the ass for what? They ain't doing nothing for us. Let's let's send the $40 billion to a company or country that hates us so they can plan on ways to kill us all. I say let them hate us for free and help our veterans. How about that? Let's send $4 trillion to this country because they're poor and they need our help. I say let them fend for themselves and pay for our homeless people. How about that? They ain't making no changes. Ronald Reagan said back in the 80s, the 9 worst words in the English language is I'm from the government and I'm here to help. And that's 100% the truth. Like I'll tell you, I don't know. I just, I get so aggravated with it. And then you start talking about stuff and telling how it should be, and people look at you like you're the crazy one. Yeah. I had a guy come in my live last night saying something about Epstein files. I said, I don't care about the Epstein files. It's all smoke and mirrors. Until I see people getting perp walked with freaking stainless steel bracelets, I don't want to hear a word about it. They ain't going to do nothing to them people. They ain't going to do a damn thing to them people. $15 a week. Oh, I bet that's really helping your grocery bill, isn't it? I get fired up when it comes to that stuff, man. Like we're gonna send all this money overseas and help all these people out and do all this other bullshit for other people that's not even part of us. And we've got homeless veterans, and we have veterans that need health care that freaking have to wait a month to go to the doctor. Fuck out of here with that stuff. Like, man, we got kids that are going hungry in our own country, and we're going to send money to somebody else. Come on now. I say keep all of our money here, help our people, and then once it's all taken care of, then we can try to help somebody else. Until then, kick rocks. Until every one of our veterans are taken care of, until every one of our veterans have a home, until every child in this country is fed, I don't want to hear another word about what's going on in freaking some shithole country in the Middle East. I don't care about them people. Leave our money here and help our people. We wouldn't be in the mess we're in right now if we wasn't worried about other people's bullshit. %80 of Americans are one paycheck away from being homeless, fat cat. One paycheck. It's sad. Then you got people like Lonnie Williams, East Tennessee Whiskers, goes to work, busts his ass, and they take $600 a week out of his check in taxes. For what? I pay $400 a week in taxes. For what? Like, come on, man. Something's got to give. And then you're going to turn around and tax food, and you're going to turn around and tax clothes. Anything you buy is taxed. Anything you do is taxed. Like, it just, they take all that money and just send it to somebody else. Fuck them people. I hate the government, man. They all need to go away. Every single one of them. They ain't a good one in Washington. Ain't a good one in most governments, and most even local governments. They're all garbage. It's for the greater good. For the greater good of you. And drop the wages too. Like mechanics don't make $50 to $80 an hour. What? Hold on. Yeah, that needs to go away too. You want to come to this country? I'm all for immigration. I'm all for people coming here to make a better life for themselves as long as they do it the right way. I'll get that out of the way right now. You want to come to the United States and assimilate and make a better life for yourself? More power to you. Leave your flag in your other country because you're coming here for a reason. Don't come here and try to make it like your shithole you left. If it's so good where you left, go back. Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. It is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Name me one job that you can go to, get a job. A few months after you start there, you say, oh, by the way, I'm giving myself a raise, and when I leave here in 2 years, you're going to pay me for the rest of my life, and I'm going to have security, and I'm going to live on a company credit card for the rest of my life. Like, they'd lock you in a loony bin somewhere. They give themselves raises, even though the country's doing shit. Yeah, fuck them people, man. I'm sick of it. That's why I don't like to talk about politics, because I get so freaking fired up. It makes me mad. Yeah, mechanics don't make a whole lot, man. The shops might make a lot, but the mechanics don't make a lot. But here's the thing about mechanics. And I'll because I am a mechanic, I'll tell you personally, this is the thing about mechanics. I have to buy my own tools. I have to pay for everything that I have to have for my job. And then make a livable wage. Yeah, I make good money. Don't get me wrong. I make really good money. But I busted my ass to get where I'm at. I work hard. And when I was a mechanic, I worked even harder. I'm not a road mechanic anymore. I'm a manager now. But and I had to learn all that stuff. I had to, take it upon myself to learn that stuff and buy my own stuff to be able to feed my kids. Now you look at the shop's wages, yeah, they're high, but you got to understand they have to pay the light bill, they have to pay the employees that are working there, they have to pay the water bill, they have to pay for all the parts that you have, the machines that they use, and those machines aren't cheap by any means. Uh, I have one machine in my truck. Well, I used to, not anymore. But when I was a mechanic, I had a computer that was provided to me by my company that cost $8,000 just for the laptop. It cost $1,200 a year just for the programming to use that laptop. You know, so you gotta. I mean, they got to pay their overhead and make a profit too. So I understand mechanics making as much as they do. Uh, but there are people out there that make way more than they need to, like politicians. you know, when this country was founded, being a politician was not a full-time job. It was voluntary. It was you went to Washington for a few times a year, and then you went back to your state and lived with the people and listened to what they had to say to bring it back to Washington. You didn't live in Washington full time and fly anywhere you wanted to. Tell me why a congressman has to go to Iran. They're not an Iran congressman. They're a United States congressman. They have no need to fly overseas at all. That's why we have ambassadors, and that's why we have State Department people. Our Congress has no reason to go on overseas and do anything over there. They're not. That's not what they're for. It's not what the people are for. They're not diplomats. They're Congress people. They do that so they can take their families and go on vacation. They're not going over there for anything. Man, they can sell that up the creek somewhere. Then people they're totally freaking useless. I hate the government. Hate them. Yeah, yeah. And that's another thing. Like my company, we have 18 trucks uh, that cost $100,000, roughly $100,000 a piece, and that's not counting all of the tools that they have to put on that truck, not counting all the inventory they have to put on that truck. Like there's a lot of overhead when it comes to that stuff, and I understand why mechanics make a lot of money, especially roadside mechanics. That's a dangerous job. Dangerous job. I'll tell you, TA. I don't know about if it's all over the country, but TA in Tennessee stopped doing road calls because they had two technicians killed in 1 week, and they shut that shit down. It'd be more than 2.5 million, man. There's 300 million people in America, roughly, right? 300 million. Yeah, I think America is roughly 300 million, 3 or 400 million people. Government can suck a big one, dude. I don't care. I hate them. I met a dude one time. I don't remember his name now. I, I was at a party. It was a work party when I worked for another company, and this dude, he was a congressman, and he came to came to our company party for he was a keynote speaker. And when I met him, he shook my hand and he said, "Hi, Congressman," and I can't remember his name for crying out loud. I looked him dead in the face. I said, "You're proud of that?" Oh, he got pissed, and I didn't care. I almost lost my job over that, and I didn't give a shit. Hell, smug. I'm Congressman so and so. I was like, "You're proud of that?" Yeah, fuck that guy. 348 million people. Oh. See, the thing is we're sitting here bitch about taxes, but you look at like Bezos or Musk or those guys, the billionaires, they pay more taxes in a quarter than we'll ever see in a lifetime, even with all their tax cuts, even with all the loopholes that they have to not pay taxes. They'll pay more taxes in a quarter than we'll see in a lifetime, and it's sickening. Like we know how much we pay in taxes. Imagine what they pay in taxes. It's insane. All for that money to be sent overseas to pay somebody else to hate us. It's awesome, isn't it? Nope, I can see my breath. It's about time to go home. Hang on, I'm gonna roll this up. cold as hell out here. Bear with me for a second. Get this shit put away. Shit. It is cold out there. Cold, cold. What's going on, Matt? Well, I mean, I can sit and bitch about the government all night long. I stay live and we can just complain about the government if you want, Jackson. I ain't lying. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Sitting in the Jeep looking at Jeep parts. Yeah, I froze enough. I was done. So I called it quits. It's 40 degrees. This freaking ramp is steep as hell, boy. Yeah, nowhere near what it was before they started messing with it. Another government project that went awry. Whew. Let's see. That's what I want. It's got the click of death. Yeah, that sucks, bro. That sucks. You change all that stuff yourself, Matt? Hurt to light that cigarette. Well, it'll save you a ton of money doing it yourself too, I can tell you that. Fat cat still in there? Yeah, you was talking about the cost of tools earlier. I tell all the technicians that I train, if they don't have a bunch of tools, I'm like, look, first thing you need to know is don't buy anything from Snap-on or Matco, because you're buying a name. Buy cheap shit. It's gonna break, and you can go buy more cheap shit. Save yourself some money. Don't go into debt. I don't know. I just I fell into that trap. I got a bunch of Snap-on and Matco and uh, Mac. I fell into that trap, but I tell all these new guys, especially the young guys, I'm like, look, go to Harbor Freight and buy your tools. Don't be buying $200,000, $300,000 worth of tools. I've got 2 wrench sets at the house that together are $1,000. Yeah, exactly. Well, Mac does for mechanics, like I know when I worked at US Express, Mac would honor their warranty, so would Snap-on and Matco. But the problem with it is most of those guys don't carry multiples of that stuff, and when you need something replaced, you got to wait a week or 10 days to get it. When you can go down to Harbor Freight and buy the same damn thing for a quarter of the price. Now, when it comes to scanners and stuff like that, like you said, $5,000 scanner, I mean, you get what you pay for. But a lot of that stuff, man, it's like hand tools, ratchets, and sockets. Man, I can't tell you how many Snap-on ratchets I busted. I still got my damn Advance Auto ratchet that I bought 5 years ago, and I've abused that bitch. I can't seem to break it. I had a Snap-on, or not Snap-on, Matco 3-foot breaker bar. I paid $400 for that damn thing, and I snapped the head clean off of it trying to break a bolt loose. Boomerang hammer. Are you talking about for your shop or for your guys up there at the plant? Cause I made money off of mine. I've made a ton of money off my tools. Look, I had a Snap-on 1/2-inch impact. The guts came out of it. It was a battery impact, and the hammer broke, and so I sent it back to Snap-on, and so I sent it back, and like a week later, I hurt my shoulder and I had to go out on disability. And it sat on the Snap-on guy's truck until I came back to work. I came back to work and I got the impact from him that week. I used it 3 times and it broke again. And they wouldn't honor that warranty because it was past 30 days. I used it 3 times, and because it was past 30 days from when they shipped it back to Adam, they wouldn't honor the warranty, and I told them to fuck off. I said, I'll never again buy another tool from Snap-on. It'll never happen. Yeah, they don't want to. Well, they don't want to warranty them, but like if you know a Snap-on guy, you can get it. Like you can get it to warranty. Get them to warranty it. But you got to know somebody. I mean, if I break one of my snap-on wrenches, I could take it to Adam, and he'd get it. He'd get it replaced for me. The same thing with my Matco. I take it down to Ricky. Ricky will get it replaced for me if I break something from Matco. I had 2 blocks of Mac wrenches that I still owed money on, and they got stolen out of my toolbox, and the Mac guy just wrote them off. He's like, don't worry about it. I'm not even going to charge you. I'm not even going to, hit your credit for it. He's like, they got stolen while you were off work. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Ingersoll Rand are monsters. Yeah, they are. They are badass. Truck guys give you the runaround. Well, that sucks. Yeah, my guys that I bought my stuff off of, they'll want to honor warranties. They're good dudes. I'm sure if I went to just some random Snap-on guy, he'd be like, whatever. But the 2 guys that I dealt with when I was buying my tools, they're pretty good guys, and they honor their stuff. I know they don't like it when their truck breaks down and you tell them you can you can fix it for them for $5.99 a week for $199 a week for the next 10 years. They don't like that shit at all. They don't find it humorous. Yeah, because they wanted you to keep paying that $500 a week. They were nice to you while you were paying, but after you got it paid off, they're like, fuck you, dude. That's messed up, man. Sounds about like some government shit. That's wrong. But you talking about the scanner? We have J Pros for our trucks, and it costs $8,000 for those computers a piece, and then it costs us something like, I think it's like $1,200 a year per program per computer for the program to be able to run J Pro. It's insane. It's like people complain about how much it costs for mechanics, but they don't understand how much a mechanics or how much a company pays to ensure that we have the stuff to fix your stuff. Like it's crazy. I mean, we get screwed all the time because people don't want to pay bills because oh, that's too expensive, or you didn't do anything. You know how many times I've heard you didn't do anything? I'll punch a man in the neck and tell me I didn't do anything. Got your shit fixed, didn't I? Yeah, it's insane, dude. He said, Bought a $9,000 toolbox for shop rags. That's so messed up. Hey, bro. Shop rags and cookies. What tools you got to put in that? Nothing. Yeah, $1,200 a year. That's pretty steep, man. And then people want to complain about how much you charge to fix their shit. You bought a fan. I had a big old snap-on box, and I had a Matco box, and I think mine was, well, my 3 boxes together was like 15 feet. And I sold them after I left the shop, after I went roadside, because I had no need for them. So I sold them and recouped most of the money that I had in them. And actually, I sold the one back to the Matco. Well, actually, didn't sell it back to him. I traded it for some tools. But I went to the service truck. I had no need for all those toolboxes. I didn't have anywhere to put them. So I sold them and traded them, and now I have all my tools laid in the carport, and I need to get boxes. Need to get them put in a box. But I have a feeling, like I have this gut feeling that I'm going to be going back in a service truck soon as a working manager, at least until we get more guys hired, because we're getting ready to take on a big company for a lot of work, and we don't have the guys right now to do it all. So I have a pretty good feeling that I'm going back in a service truck here before too long. I got to clean a lot of my tools up, because so I made a mistake of letting somebody use my shit, and he let a lot of my tools get wet, so I got to clean them all up and get them back to where they need to be. What's up, musical? Yeah, I have a pretty feeling I'm going back into a service truck here before too long. Which is not a bad thing, actually, because I can make a lot of money really fast. I mean, a lot of money really fast. So the way our company works is I get a salary, my weekly pay. So anything after 10 calls will be $100 per call on top of my weekly pay. So yeah, I can make a bunch of money really quick. Not commission, just friggin' flat out tearing them up. Could be $100 a call for every call after, and yeah, I put a hurting on them. Especially if this other company comes like they said they're going to. Shit. I used to work for the company I used to work for. We had that customer, and we had their mechanicals. So right now we're doing their tires for them, but they're talking about giving us all their mechanical work in the Tennessee, Georgia, and Kentucky region. And man, when I worked for that other company, we did their mechanical. Shit, I made mad money, dude. I mean, mad money. I did 40 calls a week, and most of them were for that company. So I can make some good money really fast. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. I kind of hope that happens. I do 40 calls a week now. Shit. I'm a manager for a full-time manager last year. I was a working manager for a year before that, but I became a full-time manager for last June. So I haven't turned wrenches since June of last year, but I welcome it. You want to give me 40 calls a week? That's a chunk of money, son. So you figure $3,000 on top of my weekly pay now? Shit. Yeah. So when I was a mechanic, when I was a technician, I made roughly $250,000 a month myself for the company. I ran my ass off. And that was the last year that I did as a company. You figure, see, I know the other guys aren't putting out that kind of revenue because, well, they aren't cut from the same cloth. But you have 5 or 6 guys doing that a month. That's a chunk of change. So when I rolled up, when I was a technician, when my truck rolled on scene, because I had a welder on my truck, when my truck rolled on scene, it was no less than $800 just for me to show up. And that was before I started doing anything. See you, Matt. Thanks for hanging out. Right, right. I know you ain't lying. Oh, backward. Oh, oh. Buddy, you don't have to stop. Move. The hell are you doing? I had a guy ask me one time, he said, why does it cost, when I was a technician before I had a welder, why does it cost $600 for you to show up? I said, well, let's see. Mr. Medwed paid $80,000 for that truck and another $40,000 to get it put in service. And then he sent you a 15-year technician to look at your stuff. That should narrow it down why it costs so much for me to show up. These people don't understand, man. It should cost money. And on top of that, he's paying for the gas. He's paying for the insurance. He's paying for workers' comp. He's paying for... Dude pays a lot of money out. Yeah, I work for a good company, bro. Our technicians start out at $1,000 a week minimum, guaranteed. After 10 calls, it's $100 a call. Any call that goes over 3 hours is $33.25 an hour for every hour after 3. It's $20 an hour for any time they got to go on a parts run. Any call that they have to go further than 70 miles from the house, they're paid $33.25 an hour for every hour it takes. From day one, you get 15 days PTO. Yeah, man, it's a good company to be at. And not only that, most companies will tell you that they care for their employees and they don't. This company cares for their employees. Like, I mean, I could sit and tell you things all night long about how good my boss is to us. And I mean, it's just, we get every holiday off paid. We get 2 days for Thanksgiving, 2 days for Christmas, 2 days for New Year's. We get Memorial Day, Easter, 4th of July, Labor Day, paid. Yeah, they're, what's up, miss? They're good people, man. Good people. When they tell you they care about you. Look, my son got hurt shortly after I became a manager, and he had to have surgery. And it was my weekend to work, because we work every other weekend. And my boss friggin', I called him, and I told him what was going on. I called him on the phone to apologize to him for short notice, and he told me flat out, when it comes to family, there is no notice needed. You go take care of your son. I said, yes, sir. So yeah, when I tell you this company cares about their people, they care about their people. Like, it ain't one of those, oh, we're like family, and then they treat you like a number. We don't have employee numbers. They call you by your name. Like, they're good people to work for. Miss Funny. Yeah, our company's family owned. Yeah, I mean it's a decent sized company. I think well we cover from Horse Cave, Kentucky, all the way down to Macon, Georgia, and from Huntsville, Birmingham, all the way over to Bristol, Virginia, and all points in between. And we have 18 technicians. Hey, you spy fishing rods? Yeah, I just got done fishing, Miss Funny. I thought I already had you modded up on here. I'm sorry. But yeah, we have 18 technicians. I'm one of 3 managers, area managers. My area runs from Huntsville to Bristol, and from um, Manchester, Virginia, down to Calhoun, Georgia. And yeah, it's a good company to be at. We're good. They're good people. They really care about their people. Have a good night, Miss Funny. Yeah, I just got done fishing. I just wrapped it up. I went pan fishing this morning with Fabian and whooped his ass, and then went trying to get back home to North Carolina or South Carolina. South Carolina? Okay. Well, this new company that we're getting ready to start servicing, we may need technicians in South Carolina if you're a mechanic. I'm just saying. Oh, Myrtle Beach. Shit, that's way out there. We're actually we had one of our customers wanted us to go to where was it at? Columbia, South Carolina, the other day, yesterday, or day before yesterday, and we didn't have a technician to send. But yeah, they're good people, man. They treat our people. We treat our people good, and it's like, a lot of companies, especially like roadside companies, the management, they get sideways with their guys. We're not allowed. Like, we get sideways with one of our guys, we can lose our job. Like, we're very technician oriented. I'll just say that. Very technician oriented. We want to keep our people. We want to keep our people and keep our people happy. But I just got to the house. I'm going to go in here and get me some food and visit with Miss Shenanigans for a little while and get ready to go to bed because I got to go to work in the morning. But y'all have a good night and see you on the next one.